Hey guys, so it's about that time again, right? Well, I just wanted to share with you a recent. Well, I mean, I read something off the internet, okay, where someone said that if you just watch people over time, they will show their true self eventually, right? And that's true to a certain extent. I mean, people who pretend to be someone eventually show their faces, right? That is absolutely correct. But that oftenly happens, or most of the times that happens within a very short period, right? I think they say it's like something around 6 months or so for before people actually start showing their true intentions, right? And what I think you need to consider is that this person actually might have felt a way 1 or 2 years ago, but they have fundamentally changed, right? When you fundamentally change, you come across as having another opinion, right? I mean, that is what change is, right? And I believe that most people are supposed to develop their sense of self, right? They're supposed to develop into a person they feel most comfortable being, I guess, right? And what I think is that if you hold them to something they said 2 years ago, you're not only holding them back and stopping them from becoming their best self or true self, at least. Not always the best, but it is at least their true self, right? And if you're holding them back and you're stopping them from evolving, you might actually be the real problem because you're rigid in your ways of thinking, and you might even be the one benefiting from them staying the same. Right? I mean, you need to consider that you might actually be a problem to this person. And as they evolve, I truly, deeply hope that they develop the sense or ability to actually see if you're good to have in their lives, because their life is not about you. They're supposed to turn into someone they feel like speaks to their inner self, right? Where they can be authentic. Because being authentic is harder than you actually think. And there's a lot of people out there without an opinion of their own, without an actual, behavior of their own. They've mastered mimicry down to T, right? And this is a real big problem because most manipulative people do this, right? And if you copy paste other people, you might come across as a liar, right? A liar and a manipulator. And I mean, if you have some sense of self development, you're gonna realize that liars and manipulators and all of that trash people, they need to go, right? Then they don't belong in your life if you're gonna have a happy life. So do you really want to be brushed off because you never developed a sense of self? Or I mean, is that what you want, right? I mean, take me for an example. I don't let people like that into my life anymore. I mean, I know nothing but problem comes to that, because when someone who has portrayed themselves in a certain way gets caught in their weird behavior, right? Because it comes across as weird. It always does. They get defensive and they create all kinds of side lies to defend the first lie, right? So it kind of snowballs into this enormous shitstorm that you're not supposed to be in. So bar the people who don't belong in your life, and that goes for people actually holding you back from developing into your true self. And it might sound harsh, but you are the only one that sticks around in your life, your entire life, right? You're the only one that's gonna have your back for your entire life. That is the truth. It is it's not what people want to hear, but if you love who you are, and if you like how you do things, you're gonna be better off, because that way you're not gonna end up in all the bullshit of others. And I mean, there is no better way of living than actually just doing what you love doing, you know? It doesn't really matter what it is. And, well, that's gotta be it for today, but see you soon. Bye. So if you like the content, share, like, subscribe, you know, maybe not in that order, but you know the thing, you know the drill, right? I mean, you've been around for a while, so yeah, and see you later.